Okay, so I was inspired by ESPN's worst EPL 11, and I think my list is as good as theirs. To be honest, I feel like I watched just as many games as they did. Um, so I think my take is really solid. But without further ado, let me just get to the list. Pardon the weird background images. Pianos in here. Okay, so Grealish. Um, obviously he's not that bad, but like I think he gets a bonus point for being just disappointing. I think the price, and then which really isn't his fault, but the price, and then like the hype, and then the output was just like not quite there. Aubameyang, he just like, golly, dude, I just, I'm an Arsenal fan, so you know how I feel about Aubameyang. It's just like, can you just like play better in like big games, and then can you like just like show up to practice or whatever. I don't like pace players. I feel like that only lasts so long. I just don't think he was a good signing. I know he scored a lot of goals the last couple of years, but like I was just never a huge fan. I know it sounds hard to believe when I say explain it like that, but like I just something about his play style. I prefer Lacazette in. I just feel like Lacazette has better link up play, and I feel like yeah, it's the striker's job to score goals primarily, but like I just feel like we play better as a team when Lacazette is playing. But that's just me. Greenwood, he gets bonus points for his criminal issues. Uh, really a shocking season to be honest. Pogba, um, he's like a Aubameyang in a way for me. He's just like one of my least favorite players to watch. I just like if I was a coach, I would never have him on my team. I would be like, I cannot deal with low effort players. Like, it just like drives me crazy. I was always like a hard working player on the field. Like, I just feel like when you have a player that is one of your big time players that doesn't track back or just has low energy, it just reflects on the whole team. And I feel like that's Manchester United's problem. Like you watch, promise you, watch the best teams in the world. They all have a lot of energy. Even Luka Modric is nothing to do with age. Luka Modric is like 37 years old. I see him flying across the field, making tackles, etc. Like nothing to do with age. It's just all about energy. Benzema making runs constantly. Um, Salah is kind of old. Runs around like high energy teams. Watch how Man City play. Everyone's tracking back. Everyone's running. Like Pogba is Man United's problem. I've said this for years and years and years and years. I don't know what is going on. One of these days, I'm gonna own a sports team and I'm gonna prove myself. I'm gonna prove myself. But like, yeah, like I just can't stand him as a player. Conte, Conte is just like when he's not playing good defense, he's just such a bad player. I just like, I just don't see it. Like I've seen it before. He can defend, like when he's intercepting the ball, and when he's doing that, oh, he's one of the best midfielders because he does that side of the game better than probably over the last couple of years, probably like anybody else in the world. But when he's not doing that, his play is just so average. I just see him lose the ball so much, and like I've seen Chelsea lose games because of him, like directly because of him. And I don't give players a pass on this list because this is for this year, just because of things they did in the past. I don't give them a pass for that. So yes, Conte makes this list. Um, as the other midfielder, no one really came to mind that was particularly horrible. So I just said insert a Norwich midfielder because that season they just put forth was just shocking. Tavares at left back. Um, I shame on ESPN for not having Tavares on there. If Tavares would have played the whole season, and he played every game, I think Arsenal would have lost probably like 7, 8 more games. I think he's that bad. He's the worst defender I've ever seen, like in a professional match. Like I've never seen and I've seen Mustafi play, but even Mustafi wasn't horrible every game. Tavares is like every game it's like 1 or 2 goals is his fault. Every single game. I'm just like, how is he makes me think I could play like in the league right now. Like that's how bad he is. I'm literally like, okay, I'm pretty sure if I got into shape and played left back, I would not concede that many goals. Like there's just no freaking way. Like he just like it's like how are you a defender and you have like no defensive instinct? Like you don't like notice the people running behind you. Like just notice where they're at. If I was Arteta, he's probably a questionable coach, but you know I should have put a coach on here too. If I was Arteta, who's in my somewhat questionable coach, I would just be like, look, Tavares, notice the people around you all the time. Notice them. Where are they at? Just look at them. The people aren't like mice. They don't move so fast you can't see them. Look at them. Just watch them. Stare at them. See what they're doing. Like, holy cow. Now Mustafi was just bad for a whole different reason. But anyways, we're not gonna talk about him. Center back Maguire. Maguire's just like the butt of like defensive jokes this season. I feel like I personally don't think he's that bad, but him and Varane. I don't even think I spelled Varane's name right, but him and Varane. I personally think Varane's worse than he is. They're just both just so bad to me. But I don't think again. I don't think Maguire is that bad. I just feel like he kind of reminds me of Mustafi at the same time. Like he has Mustafi tendencies, but he's not. He's like a slightly better Mustafi. Um, yeah, I'm just. And Varane is just like Varane is like, how are you playing for Real Madrid? Like, like he just slipped through the cracks there. I'm just like, I've never seen him and been impressed. Like, I've never watched him play and been like, dang, that's a great defender. Like, and I've seen players like Gabriel of Arsenal play, and I'll look at him and be like, oh, he's a good defender. Uh, Ben White, I'll be like, oh, yeah, he's a good defender. I see a lot of players throughout the league play, and I'm like, that's a good defender. You can tell. I just don't see that with Varane. I'm just like, I just don't see it. Same with Maguire, but I see a little bit of with Maguire. I can see why Maguire was they bought Maguire for the sum that they did. He just had a shocking kind of season. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back next season and has a good season though. And then right back, insert Norwich defender. Um, I think Norwich just like I think Norwich are really bad. I mean that's not like an unpopular opinion. I think they're just clearly trash. So I couldn't. Again, that was one of those situations where I didn't want to force somebody in there. Um, I just whoever had the worst defensive season, Norwich. I didn't watch too many Norwich games, because like who does? But like, yeah, I just think if you concede the league leading most goals, uh, one of your defenders deserves to be on there. So, all right, and that's it for my worst 11 of the 2012 2015 season. I'm about to flame. Oh, I don't even know what year this is, man. I'm tripping. Wow, I really said 2012. Holy cow. All right, thanks for watching. Peace out.